Hybrid. Told you ain't done with your niggas yet. Get over here.
84.
You see me fresh to death, cause I'm like that. I'm on the block every day, moving white packs. I chop a 125, bring it right back. And if you beef, man, I'll be right back. Cause I'm like that, I said I'm like that. I'm on the block every day, moving white packs. I chop a 125, bring it right back. And if you want me, man, I'll be right back. Staying on my toes, cause these streets be vultures. Avoiding the snake bite from my brother, he's a cobra. Who would ever think that as a kid when I was older, my wintertime heater make my summertimes colder. Lo and beholder, ghetto star, street soldier. The heater on my shoulder, 2 clips in the holster. Posting on the ab, metallic, test and roaster. And that clean, mean chain, make it wanna save up all this loose change, trying to do new things. Radio blacks with my wealth to reduce things. New sling, used to hustle and move, came to fab, said it the best, got me feeling like Bruce Wayne. You see me fresh to death, cause I'm like that. I'm on the block every day, moving white packs. I chop a 125, bring it right back. And if you want me, man, I'll be right back. Cause I'm like that, I said I'm like that. I'm on the block every day, moving white packs. I chop a 125, bring it right back. And if you want me, man, I'll be right back. I know I'm looking so fresh with a spin on it. My little homie hit me up to put some rims on it. I gave him M's, homie, cause I'm loving the fact he kept it real, and I know I could depend on him. There ain't no friends, homie, it's only leases and snakes. They only show when you touch some pace, and not around when you been upstate. Man, these is fake, and when you on, man, he sound like hate. So I walk like a boss, talk like a boss, fresh. Look at the whip, man, I floss like a boss. Ooh, to win in life, do you know what it costs? Man, I've been warned to listen to the sauce. Makes sense. You wasn't lost. I should have left you with that, cause now I'm tight and wanna take up your head. You see me fresh to death, cause I'm like that. I'm on the block every day, moving white packs. I drop a 120.
Auger Production.
Hybrid.
Auger Production.
Shoot it back, nigga. I told you he was coming back. Hustle game like a give and go. Me and Shooter doing a pick and roll. Watch game got a different glow. Hustle game like a give and go. Me and Shooter doing pick and roll. Watch game got a different glow.
Hustle game like a give and go. Tell them niggas they don't want no smoke. 30 bins, that's for every show. CK show them how that money go. CK show them how that money go. CK show them how that money go.
I'ma show them how this money go. Watch game got a different go. CK, you already know. 30 grand for every show. 100 grand all on the floor. Homie screaming, not really though. It's all good, I'm saying though. Hard work, no playing though. Waste your time on the silly hoes. Philly bound like I'm getting though. Shoot a home, know it's time to blow. In this game, we taking dough. Play haters, it's time to go. SL, you already know. Hustle game like a give and go. Me and Shooter doing a pick and roll. Watch game got a different glow. Hustle game like a give and go. Me and Shooter doing pick and roll. Watch game got a different glow.
Hustle game like a give and go. Tell them niggas they don't want no smoke. 30 bins, that's for every show. CK show them how that money go. CK show them how that money go. CK show them how that money go. Stick to that G code. Got mops for ops, so we do not reload. CK is a founder. We surfing in money, y'all niggas is drowning. We pull up in foreigns. We stealing your bitches, you niggas is boring. We run up them commas. We stacking them chips and we ready for drama. Just call me the big homie, cause I got the sig on me. Niggas is hating, they big mad, cause they know that we running up big bags. When I was locked in a box, money still don't stop. No. I peeled off in the drop, now straight to the top. When I was locked in a box, money still don't stop. No. I peeled off in that drop, now straight to the top.
Hustle game like a give and go. Me and Shooter doing a pick and roll. Watch game got a different glow. Hustle game like a give and go. Me and Shooter doing pick and roll. Watch game got a different glow.
Hustle game like a give and go. Tell them niggas they don't want no smoke. 30 bins, that's for every show. CK show them how that money go.
You know it's your time, man.
What's good? What's good? What it do, man? What it do, man? What it do? You know? Oh, King Alfred up there. What's going on, baby? Huh? Sean Corbin was good. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Top of the game, y'all. You know? Dre Street. Turn the volume down. This is weird. So we ain't on echo. Yeah. I just peeped in for a quick little 30 minutes. I'm about to call in on Jack Frost today. I mean, chop it up. Chop it up on politics, fine politics, I mean, and certain things, man. You know? Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that, AK The Dilemma. You know what I mean? Appreciate that, man. We working, man. Actually, by later on today, 3, 4 o'clock, before I'm gonna do a couple live. I definitely do Jack, then I'm gonna do a longer segment. But then later on, Vivian verbal. But then later on, I'm gonna update all of this so this way it'll be at least 10 videos. I'll keep playing the same couple videos because that's what's on the OBS studio. But I'm about to hook it up, put about 10 more videos up there. So this way, anytime I take my little intermittent breaks, I'll be able to put a different video on. The Faleo preview was up there, but I gotta take that down, put the actual video, and then, you know what I mean, listen to me, wake up call. That's another thing too, man. Listen to me, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's a song I think that kind of got by people. So I'm gonna definitely put that up here, and I might actually repost the video. You know what I mean? I know a lot of stuff that I talk about is actually going on in my life. You know. Shattered, my guy, was good. Shattered always on. Shattered always on point. You know. Yeah. Y'all see the calling number up top. So anytime y'all want to call in, feel free. Cause it's gonna be about maybe a 20, 30-minute live right here, just to warm me up, let you know after I finish with Jack Frost, because he gonna call up. Then I'm gonna do then we can 212 for an hour or two. Whatever. You know how I do. I do 2, 3 hour videos, but I ain't with all that what people talking about. I do me. You know. Let's see. I've been working. I'm gonna go pay the barber a visit. Shout out to Harlem Finest. I see you. D-Boy, what's going on? You know, John Brown, what's up? Salute, salute, salute. You know. Now, you know what, bro? I end up getting for a while I've been sitting in the car and I had a brand of Mr. Coffee. I opened it today. You know what I mean? And I said, man, let me get back to making my own coffee. I need that Mustang. Hey, good morning, Miss Playpool. Need that Mustang, man. Top of the game, 212 with me.
Good morning, bro.
Top of the game, 212 with me. What's up?
Yes, sir. Good morning, bro. You know, always when I'm doing this route in the morning, I be listening. When you get on the live, I was just giving you a salute.
That's what it is, man. You know, shout it out, baby. Shout it out.
Yes, sir. Hey, also, hey, that I sent you the email too, right? But I don't know if that was the right download. Was you able to download that email I sent you?
Yeah,
or did you get around to it?
Yeah, I downloaded it, but it was telling me to ask for permission or something like that or whatever. You know, I be busy, so once I run into them things, I keep on going.
I'm gonna send it to you a different way. Today I found out a better way to send it. And I'm gonna just say this, right? Because I'm new to a lot of the rules and regulations as far as the internet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send it to you. You let me know if it's something that you could play, like, cause you say you be playing joints on Thursday, right?
Yeah, I play. Actually, we don't really have a set program in which I play music. Cause sometimes I'll be doing so. The Shattered might get on here. At one point,
Okay.
we had Chicken up here. They say play music. I do what the chat say do. I don't really I don't pigeonhole the chat into one thing. Like, we do what we do. Right now, I'm gonna play with myself. You know what? I want to hear gospel. Play with gospel music. Then that's what we gonna play. You know what I mean? That's what we do.
Okay, I got you.
Cause it ain't
So,
just a
all
me
right,
thing. It's a family thing. I mean.
All right, so when I send it to you, just play it whenever you feel. You let me know. We'll talk about it. But also, I want to I ask you this too. I seen something on somebody else's platform. They were talking about. I told the dude, I said, "Yo, could you send me your email?" And the brother really sent it to me. You feel me? So you think I should ask him to play the joint too?
Yeah, you could, but make sure you don't have like no type of copyright restriction, because he gonna care about it. Like me, I do it because I don't really like. I'm not going. I mean, I'm not hard pressed like every dude's hard pressed, so I don't be going crazy over it. But some dudes get upset if you get them a copyright strike. I mean.
Right, I got you, because it could get that. All right, I don't know. You let me know when you listen to it. You let me know, because you know more about it than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, if it's your music, then it's all good. But if y'all using somebody else beat, that's what's going to cause a copyright strike.
I had sampled SOS band.
Yeah, if you have permission to do it and the computer catches that sample, then you're gonna get them a copyright strike.
Okay. Well, so let me ask you this. I'm just really putting that just as something to throw out there. But I got some original joints, but they ain't finished yet though.
All right, well, listen, man. You know, God willing, I don't plan on going nowhere, bro. Like, get it together. You know what I mean? Put your craft together, whatever. And when you do it, I'ma highlight it. What I'm about to do right now is, right? That I've been thinking about it. I'm gonna do it. What you call it? I'm gonna probably do a joint venture, a whole nother channel. I'm gonna try to build up with a DJ, and it's gonna highlight all our people, all artists. If you have artists, I'm gonna have a channel that specializes in just playing all their videos. You know what I mean? All their music. So this way, it doesn't affect what we got going on. You know what I mean?
Right. I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, you know. And for those that don't know, hold on, pal. For those that don't know, right? At nighttime, man, you're gonna check this Playful out, man. You know what I mean? You're gonna vibe with her. I told you before, Hazel, she's trying to teach people about modding and stuff like that or whatever, how to be official moderators. So I'm gonna need you to patch in with those two channels, man. You know what I mean? Like, if you trying to be, I mean, like entertain and human at the same time, holla at Miss Playful. If you're trying to learn how to be a good moderator, then look at Hazel channel. She's gonna start teaching. All right. Go ahead, pal. You can go ahead.
Yeah. So what I'll probably do with the joint, like you just told me, with the right, had a copyright thing. I'll let old boy know about that, and he'll make the call what he should do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no question.
Because, you know what it's like? To me, what I like about the situation is brothers trying to do shit on their own without always having to turn to the machine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no question.
Yeah, because eventually, man, we got to take back ownership over the things that we involved in. You know what I'm saying? Our communities, all that, man. It's got to start somewhere. And I believe that, like creative arts, like music and everything, is definitely an avenue to gain, more power and control over your life. If you use it right.
Yeah.
It's a good platform,
Yeah, and everything too. Somebody in the chat should tell you hit the like button, man. So smash that like button, man.
Yes, sir.
You know?
But yeah, bro, I just was doing a little AM check-in with you, man. Like I said, the music is fire. I love the music, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we working, man. Like I said, later on today, Curtis Jack Frost, he helping me update. Yeah, you can see everything here, add here. We updating some stuff today or whatever, as well as we're gonna put about, anywhere from 5 to 10 more videos, depending on how much video. Let me put up there. If I can put all the videos up, we're gonna put all the videos up on the channel or whatever. And so this way I can give you a more than just pick and roll. Like, you got a good example. I'm gonna show you something. We erred in doing this. Give me 1 second, y'all.
Hybrid. I remember back, I used to lust for an act, but now I get paid putting my life on the track. I used to lust for an act, but now I get paid putting my life on the track. For real. I never been a hater. Congratulate the players. It's all about the paper. I tried my whole team for Leo. I remember back, I used to lust for an act, but now I get paid putting my life on the track. I used to lust for an act, but now I get paid putting my life on the track. Damn. Funny.
Knucklehead that we call our homies and shit, they doing dumb shit out here and allowing people to make them throw shots at each other. I ain't with all that. I'm not even playing that game. We don't even do that. Yeah. Anyway,
you know what it is, big bro?
Anyway,
I wanted to tell you on live though.
I'm about to tell
you on live.
Listen, Herc, we're on live. Hold on. I just turned back on. I was showing people saying, that was supposed to be a whole video, but in the process of me and Jack working, we put a clip, the video clip up. So we gotta do that over, put the actual video up, add more videos, so it'll be more of a video selection. On the line, I got one of my bros, Big Herc. Tell them where you at, Herc.
Yo, I'm in Ethiopia, Africa right now. You know what I mean? Herking and lurking. You know what I'm doing, man.
That's what's up.
But nah, you know what I wanted to tell you though, big bro, like. You know me and the Big Fool, we met you years ago, bro, when it was a little different, you know what I mean? And I always loved you, bro, because I felt like people give you a raw deal, homie, on some real shit, man. But it's funny to see, like, the internet gangsters and all these people that don't know you in real life, man. You know, I spoke to the big homie, your man, your Red Lane Gorilla, man, you know what I'm saying? And he told me you was a fire-breathing dragon, homie, and I always remember that shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your phone kind of going in. I know you in Ethiopia, so no wonder because it's FaceTime audio. That's why. So it's gonna fade a little bit.
Yeah, I can't do the regular shit. You heard?
Yeah. But anyway, that's my bro Herc.
Can you hear me though?
Yeah, I can hear you. That's my bro Herc for that missed it.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and like he was saying or whatever, like he know me personally. Like we've been around. Like the night I was telling you about the club, and Bully. This is the dude who made sure a lot of them club appearances was possible. The Shine anniversary, the first one, Big Herc.
Well, man.
Big Herc made it happen.
Seen that party bus, bro. I was so happy, man.
Yeah.
I was so happy, man. I was so happy, man. You really lead this family, homie, on some real shit, man. And to all the suckers that don't love you, man, there's hurts out here that love you, bro. You feel me? So, fuck it, man. You know what I mean? Because I was trying to tell the homies, man, a lot of the big homies been through a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? So they got different kind of mind frames, you know what I mean? And we got to respect it because we come from this gangster shit, and man, you really led this gangster.
Yeah, and I'm trying to take it from just being on some gangster stuff to us actually becoming, you know what I mean, a corporate monster, a corporate giant out there, and actually being a part of the tools and from society. It don't have to be just pigeonholed to just being gangsters. Now, as even with Tribe, me and Tribe views vary a little bit. As to you and his, we have different views, but at the end of the day, he's still going strong with gangsters making astronomical changes. You know what I mean? So,
Why
yeah.
you bring that up? Yo, we gonna start the controversy right now.
No, it's not, because it's being
We
real,
gonna-
though. Listen,
We're gonna start the controversy right now because at the end of the day, bro, like I was with G-Mac before the funding, homie, before the funding, and
facts.
at the end of the day, the only reason that I allowed Tribe to go ahead because he employed convicts, you know what I mean, homies that been behind the wall. But
that's
if
the point
it
I'm
wasn't for
making.
that, homie, like I will, listen, it would be a problem, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, I know. That's why I said.
at the
That's
end
why I
of the day,
said. Listen. That's why I said I know you'll have your differences, but to show your character, despite whatever difference y'all had, you were like, you know what, bro is one of the only dudes out here really trying to make it happen and do X, Y, Z. So I'm gonna put my personal issues to the side and get bro my blessing. Remember, I had a conversation with you. You know what I mean?
yeah, for real.
And look, he's the one that's a lot of guys is coming home. You see them. I don't have a hat in here. I got one somewhere here that says G-Mac on it. Tribe was the one who run that. So I got to give him a hand. We don't always see eye to eye. Me and Tribe don't see eye to eye on everything.
Bro, I don't fuck with it like that. I just leave it alone. You feel me? But I don't fuck with it, homie. I don't support it. I don't fuck with it. But I don't mess with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to curse too much, but I don't mess with it, homie. But I honestly, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you because I know how far you came and you really the reason why people even have any discrepancies with you is because of the Mac situation. You feel me? So I'm glad that you put that shit out in the air and that you're doing the right thing. You feel me? Like
facts.
That means a lot to me. And to see that party bus, they don't know that's real homies on that. Like that's real bros and sis that love each other. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you showed the world our unity, our love. You know what I mean? And
that's why I told him.
Hood, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Hurt. That's why I told him. I said, Joe, a lot of people may not like this because I'm showing what we really do. I can't speak for nobody else, but the Hurts, we've been doing it for years. Like y'all just seeing it. So that's why I said, welcome to the real part of the life that we do. GKB, for the past few years, we've been doing that every year. When Hurt is in the country, Hurt is big. Hurt for real. He big. So yeah, real talk. And he's in the military.
You don't want to tell them people to be denying them 31s, you heard?
Yeah. Yeah, don't be denying him because my homie put that in, but he's in the military. You know what I mean?
For real. Check me out. 1 Marine versus 30 cops on YouTube.
Yeah,
one Marine versus 30 cops.
Look, 1 Marine versus 30 cops on YouTube. That's Big Hurt. Pull him up. Watch the work he put in. Right? But my thing is, right, he's in the military, right? He go mad hard for our structure. Why? Our structure is not no street nonsense. We try to come together. Hey, Hurt, for the first time I got everybody together, I said employment and education. Ain't you proud of the brothers now? Ain't you proud of the bros?
For real, man.
Everybody got a job. Everybody got a job.
For real, man.
Know why?
For real, man.
That was their loyalty and love to me. Like, yo, if CK can do it, we can do it. And so I watched my whole hood turn around into positivity. Trust me, if they could snatch me up the streets, they would. But how do you snatch a man who's responsible for a lot of crime dying out amongst different cities because everybody down south of New York is getting jobs? If you're going to say I'm guilty of something, say I'm guilty of change. I'm guilty of change. I made everybody get jobs. I can have people from down south calling North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, New Orleans, and they're going to say, yo, CK said employment and education. We're doing employment and education. And I feel good that you call in, Hurt, because I ain't going to lie, I miss you. I ain't seen you in about a year now, bro. I miss you. You know what I mean?
It's been a minute. I haven't been in American like a year and a half, but you know what it is, homie? Like, that's what I'm saying. I was even talking about the structure, you know what I mean? And fools be talking to you about that growth and development shit, but at the end of the day, to get the views, you gotta, you know what I mean, tell a few war stories and talk your shit, you feel me? So, it's like, but nah, man, I really appreciated that, man. When I seen the brothers and sisters, man, that's the only shit that made me miss home, man. That's the only thing that made me miss home, man.
Yo, why you think this is? Hey, yo, Hurt, let me tell you something, right? This is This is the downside of the game, right? But come change, sometimes you lose. Like you mentioned, G Light in them, right?
Yeah.
Yo, G Light is my heart, man. I love G Light. Don't get it twisted,
Real,
yo,
man.
right? That's
He
my
the one
heart,
took me as a
right?
fire-breathing dragon.
He became, yes, he always called me a fire breathing dragon because he was there. He watched the response of people. When I came out with them beige leather gloves in the yard, niggas look, CK got his gloves on, hold on, and the yard get tense. You hear race go, bing. People start putting the weights down, boom. Come around me, yo, CK, yo, could we talk about it? I'm like, nah. Son out here, I just told him don't do that. He made a call, boom, boom, boom. This is what we doing right now. Yo, son, bring your knife. Nah, I'm not gonna use a knife. I'm gonna use my glove to your knife. Come on. And I lay him out and be like, listen, next time somebody make a call to jail without respecting the structure, your whole family out of here. They understood what it was. If I use a knife, that was extra 5 years of my bed because niggas know what I do with the knife. So I try my best to avoid that. So they see the gloves come out, CK getting ready to get it in. You know what I mean? They see me just hanging on the ball. They say, yeah, CK just hanging on the ball for like 30 minutes. He's stretching his body and he can ready to fight somebody. I'll be on the ball, my eyes closed, with the soldiers around me, holding me down, and I take a 30-minute nap on that joint like this. When I open my eyes, boom, you'll tell so-and-so. I said, I need him. I need the first crown. I need the president of Nietas. I need the Iman, in-house Iman, right here, right now. And niggas come. I said, listen, I'm shooting 5 with him. I'm shooting 5 with him. You the Iman? Well, guess what? That's your head suture. I'm shooting 5 with him. Right now, or it's going to be a war in the yard. They got to do it because they don't want that smoke. And I led by example to show my homie, listen, you ain't always got to stab a million people to get your point across. Because I was the leader, I took the first fight. Boom. Come on. Me and you, homie, you a leader, I'm a leader. We don't need to hurt the babies. Me and you gonna do it. And a lot of times, I got results. When I came home, you know what I did? I stepped to all the leaders of the families out here. Listen, bro, all that blood killing, that shit dead. We ain't doing that no more. I wiped the whole face of earth off with you dudes. That's what we gonna do though. All that crip killing, we'll erase you niggas. I don't care. You blood, no more crip killing out here. Niggas, stop. All that banging on folk, they still crips and folk bang a little bit, but I stopped that. Ain't nobody banging on folk out here. You go against the grain out here and the folk, and I know about it, we on your tail and all your homies gonna get it. And dude fell back. They realize CK is not picking a side. CK love all of us because I understand that true meaning of Ungawa Black Power. I understand the true meaning of solidarity. Yeah.
I lived on Rutland, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had the 8-Trade Cowboys on Midwood and everything like that. That's my family, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Me and them, if I had a problem, they said we going with you. You know what I mean? So I never been on that color banging, and I'm glad that you made a point to say like this shit didn't start for no color banging. You understand what I'm saying?
At all, period.
From unity.
Unity, and that's what it
is, man.
And that's what we on, man.
Listen, man. I ain't been so happy in a minute, man, until I seen that party bus, bro. I said, yo, that's all my homies, man. Having Thanksgiving, man. Got the big fools out there. And that's what a lot of people don't have. They don't have that guidance from the OGs that really came from the hood. Like, you know what I mean? Not to say nothing disrespectful, but the Blazing Billies, they never seen Pistol Pete in their life. You feel me? So it's like to really see the structure and where it came from. And like you said, I'm in Africa right now, homie, and like the way I move through the streets and the way I can interact with people, and you know what I mean? I done put some shit, you know. I don't put a few fools down, you know what I'm saying? But my nature, because of blood, homie, has made me a man and like helped me deal with situations in life, like traveling the world and dealing with people who might be hating on me, you know what I mean? So I love blood, homie. Like I really do love this shit, you know what I mean? Like it's really a part of me, and being GKB,
and guess what? Hey, Herc, let me say this, Herc.
That was a privilege.
Hey, Herc, let me say this right here, Herc.
GKB, homie.
Let me say this right here, right? And a lot of dudes going beef about the second name, but I don't care. It's my homie. You and Bully, both of y'all made me feel the safest I ever felt. Look, I'm being real, yo. Listen, y'all made me feel the safest I ever felt without having to use my own hands When I walk with my two, those are my little homies. When I walk with my two little homies, it's like David in between two Goliaths, and we walking up. And Biggs like, yo, CK, yo, I remember one day we was walking, we all by G Mac, and I was between you and Bully, and dudes rolled by and took pictures of me. Like, who is this guy? Like, but these are my little brothers, but these are my big brothers, though. Like, you not doing nothing with me.
And you remember how we went into Robo funerals?
Remember? Yeah, we went to Robo funeral. Yeah, I ain't gonna front. I was walking, and it was like Moses parting the Red Sea. I came walking. They seen Hurt, Bully, the ever big homie D. I got 10 big giants behind me. I'm walking, and we had a little semi-static with the bro from the Bronx because everybody at that time was kind of separated, fighting for positions. And yeah, you remember, right? And when I walked in there, you remember up top, big bro. Yeah, my shit's down low. And so when I walked in there, it was like all that, yo, I don't care. I ain't scared to see CK. When I came, they seen the whole like Mount Everest behind me. The niggas was like, after that, I said, yo, what happened? We talking about? I said, no, so, yo, you found we love you, bro. I said, all right, talk to you after the funeral. We did what we did. What we did, we just left. We didn't even go into all that. Once you see me, it was what it was. We kept on pushing to that thing. Everybody came together. But it was mandated. I said, from now on, we don't care about slots. We don't care about stains. None of that. You're going to either fall in line or get ran over. Look where we at now. Employment and education. You know what I mean?
That's a fact, man.
You know why? Once a leader, always a leader. Remember that.
With that movement, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Anyway, I love you though, Hurt, man. I love you, bro. I miss you.
Back, bro,
be safe out there in Ethiopia, man.
Good to hear from you, man.
Yeah.
I had to check in with some Wi-Fi. I ain't had no Wi-Fi in a month, you know what I mean? So I ain't been able to check in with you. But when I seen that shit, man, when I seen that party bus on me, that shit made me miss home, man, for real. Like,
cause you know how we do it. You know we do it big. We've been doing it big for years, man. You know?
For real, man. That's out, man. But good to hear from you, man. Keep doing your podcast thing, man. Keep making it happen, man. And like I said, no matter what nobody think about you, man, you know who you are in real life. You know what I mean? You a fire-breathing dragon. I got that, and I got a lot of respect for Light, man. You know what I'm saying?
You like my baby, man.
For him to even say that when he got controversy with you, you know what I mean? That mean a lot to me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
You heard what he said? Listen,
so,
me and my little brother.
I hope y'all can do a Soul B thing and correct that. You feel me?
Nah, hey yo, man, Soul B was here yesterday. We good, man. Me and Soul good.
Yeah. I want you to be good with the homie too, man. I want you to be good with Light, man. I want you to, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm waiting for Light. Hey, Hurt, I'm waiting for Light. I'm waiting for Light. No, listen. No, listen. Look at me. I'm waiting for Light to just call me, bro. Once he called me, I'm gonna fall in position. I'm gonna make sure financially he good where he at, all that. But because he was wrong, me and Good had a problem. You know, Good was a cornball. Me and Good had a problem, and Light stuck his nose in me and Good problem for no reason. So that's when I ran down. I did what I did. I know he told you what I did. Yeah. I mean, I did what I did. You know what I mean? And that was that.
Good is a good dude, man. I don't know what I didn't even want to get on that. You know what I'm saying? But Good is a good dude, man. Yo, CK, man, you gonna get older, man, and realize, man, like, you have some good soldiers, man. You still do. You know what I'm saying? So
nah, you know what happened? Hurt.
Big homie, you gotta pay homage to the little homies too.
Yeah, but you know the problem is, Hurt. He know he can't tell you nothing crazy about me because you're not the one that's gonna hear that. So he gave you his version. I'm going to give you the uncut version on the internet. Listen to me. A female came into play. I told him about the female. The female lied that she got mad at him and told him the truth. But he still held a little hissy fit. When, if I tell you it's A, bro, you know I don't lie, Hurt. It's A. So after he went through all that he went through.
But a situation still happened, bro. That was, you know what I mean?
Hey, listen, bro. Listen, bro.
At the end of the day, that does happen because a lot of homies do that shit. Like this is not the Christian club, homie. This is not the church choir.
Thank you. And guess what? So that means if you tell me, yo, listen, man, no, pay attention to Hurt. You still, time out. Listen, Hurt, listen. Hurt, listen. Listen. Forget all that. I seen him the other day. He came, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I made more money with you that ever did in my life. I want to come back home. But once I tell you about a female, it could be you, Herc. If I say, yo, Herc, this is what she did, I'm the one presenting it to you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm presenting it to
That's
you.
a fact.
Right? Therefore, that means I'm not trying to stab you in the back. I'm telling you what it is. So,
That's a fact.
look, a good example. Look, a good example.
Happy to know. You feel me?
Yeah, look, peep game though. Me and this Stoney just went through it the other day. I said, yo, bro, this is what the lick read. He looked at me and said, yo, CK, yo, nigga hugged me, kissed me in the forehead. And he a big dude like you. He said, yo, CK, yo, you mad loyal, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, she nice. I'd have been skinning her. I said, I ain't gonna do that to you, bro. I mean, I remember where I knew her from. I said, yo, she just ran up on me with the Stoney. How you pressing me in my inbox? So I told him, he kissed me in the forehead. He came to see me, called like, yo, boom, 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 this and that. Yeah, this and that. Yeah, oh, yeah, it's that. Everything good, this and that, boom. And she asked, yo, what's up, so-and-so, so-and-so. I remember the last time we seen him in the club, this and that. I had seen him, blah, 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 blah. He like, yeah, this and that. While you spoke to him, she like, nah. He just hung the phone and smiled and said, yo, bro, I'm going to dig a little further. I said, nah, here you go. I showed him my phone, but she pressing me. Boom, hello, you there? Hello, you there? I'm like, yo, didn't you come with so-and-so, so-and-so? She like, oh, he just my friend. You know what I mean? Because I'm loyal, bro. I ain't losing my friendship over no fling because I'm not marrying nobody. So therefore, I'm not going through all that. You understand what I'm saying? And that was the CK and good issue. He should have took it for what it was. I fed you and your family for mad years. Made sure every Christmas was beautiful. Your loyalty should have been to me when I told you what it was. Because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bottom line, but he picked that. And then when she got ready, you know what she did? Wait till everybody was outside, summertime. There's like 25 people in front of his house. And she spilled. Yeah, that's why his situation is bigger than yours. And this and that. Yeah, he was sleep. I did do that. Like, because I was sleeping in the car and she started touching me. You know what I'm saying? So
you right about that, big bro.
Yeah.
You ain't do nothing that other homies ain't do, but what I'm saying is that they love you, so you gotta have a little bit more patience. You know what I'm saying? And understand.
Light good, man. Listen to me. Light is good, bro. I like that the issue. I did what I did that day to show, like, listen, you back in his play, but when it come down to it, you know I breathe fire. So now that I'm breathing fire, look, everybody ran dispersed and left Light standing there. So now if I didn't love Light, guess what?
For real.
Man down. Because I came correct, dressed to impress. So I seen him, I came out. And everybody's has been screaming like little girls, men. They turn this way, all the lokes on this side. They can't run this way because it's mad Crips on this side. Behind me, mad Bloods. Where you going now? You know what I'm saying? And like your big bro, because Light know I'm not gonna kill him. Like my baby, he know I'm gonna kill him. But he know I wasn't CK that moment.
No, man. Yo, listen, man.
You know what I mean?
That's yo.
Yeah, he know at that moment I wasn't CK though. I was somebody else.
Because you really set the tone for this, bro. Like that name GKB means something around the world, homie. You know what I'm saying? I be having people in Africa throwing up the hurt. You feel me? But it's that situation is the only thing that I'm sad about because I love them. You feel me? So and I love you too. You know what I mean? So,
now, like my heart, man. Like
that's the only situation. Outside of that, man.
You know what Light call itself, Herc?
The foundation that you set, homie.
Herc, you know what Light call itself? Light call itself Little CK. You know I'm not gonna hurt that man. I love that's my baby. But my thing is, like I said, it wasn't what Light did. When I came, I didn't come for Light. That man got online and said, yeah, we fuck boy killing, gun game heavy over here. And I seen that shit. I said, all right, fuck it. Let's get stupid. Let's all go to jail. Let some of us go to the mall. So I ran down, and I wasn't myself. I was the old CK. And I pulled up. As soon as Light seen it, I read Light mouth. He said, oh, shit. Because he seen mad Crips pop up on the corner, standing there, and they see mad homies. He like, yo, what's popping? Niggas not responding, sitting there. They got mad at Star Brim because they thought Star Brim called me. Star Brim didn't call me. I drove by. Man, I was with my man Bitney. I drove by and seen us. Are they out there? I made the phone call. Yo, they out there. My little niggas pulled up. Boom. I walked up myself with nobody. I walked up myself with the situation. I backed it. Boom, what's good? No, I ain't coming to talk. Everybody hit the floor. Ah! Light was the only one standing up. Yo, CK, yo, bro, big bro. Don't,
Oh, that's my God, man.
yeah. Yo,
I love
don't do
y'all
this,
both,
big
man.
bro.
That's what I'm trying to tell
Yeah.
you, man. That's what I'm trying to say. I
Light
love
talked
y'all
me
both,
out of
man.
it. He
And
said, big bro, don't do this, big bro. You've been working mad hard. You've been here mad years. Please, big bro, don't do it. And I looked at his eyes, and I seen my little bro. I seen him. Like, I know.
for real.
I looked at him, I seen him. He said, CK, put that shit up, go home, man. I spent around. I said, Joe, you, and I grabbed something around his neck, popped him in the head, boop, the fuck up. You know what I mean? And I walked away. Don't ever say you going to fuck boy, kill anything dealing with me, or I'm coming. And that's what happened. And after that, way before Light got locked up, I came to Light. He'll tell you this. I fed him. We had oxtail. I'm going to tell you what we ate. We ate oxtail. We vibed. I'm talking to him. And I said, yo, babe, bro, go back down south, bro. You up here wilding with these dudes. And shit hit the fan. Dudes is coming for you and Banger. I told him that.
Yeah.
Look what happened. They came for him and Banger, bro. You know what I mean? Because these dudes, and because niggas was telling them. I seen the paperwork, niggas is telling on my little bro, so he might lose his freedom for the rest of his life because the conversation we had went over his head. I ain't want to say, yo, these niggas is rats because I ain't have no paperwork on nobody. But I'm saying, listen,
Yeah, that's a fact.
but yo, bro, they gonna start telling on you. Look what happened. I know right now every day he probably said, damn, man, nigga, CK told me this shit, man. You know what I mean? The time has changed, y'all. For people out here listening, time has changed. It's not about gaintivity. It ain't about all this not negativity because you're gonna lose your life or your freedom, which means you're losing your life. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line.
Yeah.
But I almost slipped though. I almost slipped.
I was just in Africa, man, and posting, man, like Africa's the real motherland, homie, and like they respect my bop, and I know my bop come from this hurt thing, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like I understand that, man. That's how I can move to the streets, man, around the world, homie. Like the military, it put me on some militancy, like where I can physically do things to people, but my mentality came from hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like came from that hurt business as far as dealing with people in the street, man, and being around Africa, man. I've been to non-African countries, homie, and I've been good. You feel me? And it's because of my demeanor and my approach to things. You know what I mean? Like I know I'm a hurt. You know what I mean? I know I'm the big hurt. You feel me? So I have a reputation to uphold, and you set that reputation. That's why I'm happy for you, man, and that you reclaim the throne, homie, on some real shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's good for you, man. Like, and you always been outside, and that's what when I heard you talking about how you've been outside, like you really been outside, man, pushing this movement forever, regardless of what people say about you. You know what I mean? And so, you know what I mean? To see people talking and talking crazy, I'm like, man, I don't even know this guy in real life. Like my dude that I look up to him. You feel me? So it's like, man, you know what I mean? And I appreciate you, but I ain't want to stay on this jack too long. But yeah, you know I'm about that growth and positivity, man. They can
That's
check
a
me out,
fact.
SGT Shamal, you know what I mean? SGT Shamal on Instagram. And y'all can see I've been moving around through Africa and uplifting the people, you know what I mean? That's what I'm all about, because when I joined this shit, homie, nobody said, you gonna have to kill and cut nobody. They was like, yo, they just wanted brotherly love. They was happy to have me around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've always been a protector of my homies, and I've always loved my homies, you know what I mean? No homie ever been with me, and I let them down, you feel me? So that's what I'm about, man.
I felt safe. Like I said, pull up one Marine against 30 cops. Look what y'all get. Look what y'all get.
Well,
Made me feel safe. Anywhere I went, like people may want to approach me, but they seen this monster next to me. Like, nah, he don't look like he playing. You know what I mean? Straight up and down. So at the end of the day, or whatever. But he Hurt understood my vision because I had to talk to them. I don't be around people and we just laugh and joke. I always express my vision. I told them what we was trying. We were trying to go from point A to point B, from B to C, and C all the way to Z, and they understood. So anytime I spoke, it was like listening to Moses or you know what I mean, Abraham, somebody speaking, because they understood CK meanings. They see my walks. They see me put situations down and all that, and
Mr. Cleanup.
yeah, you know what I mean.
But yeah, but while I'm on this, man, I'm gonna let you go. But while I'm on this, man, yo, shout out to Papa Lot, man. Free my guy Papa Lot. Free my guy Roche. Free Vietnam. You know what I mean? All the hurts that went down. You know what I mean? all my
Yeah.
guys, all my
Free
Phillies,
Popular, I
too,
love you, baby.
and all my guys,
Free
man,
G
for
Light,
real,
love you.
know what I
Free
mean?
Banger, free TT.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
free Light, man, free all the homies,
Free
man,
Go
for
Go.
real, man.
Facts.
For real, man. But SL, man, much love, man. Keep doing your thing. You know I'm always supporting, man. I always chime in when I can. You heard?
Yeah, that's what it is. SL, but I love you, man.
And SL, man. Have a good one, man. Love you back.
All right, salute. I'm gonna try something different now, y'all. Right? Cause I seen the call come in. And I ain't supposed. We ain't supposed to be doing a double jump. I'm gonna do a double live with you right now. I guess my man will ask me a couple of questions. So while I'm here, we're gonna do something different now. You know what I mean? I'm gonna respond to his live while on mine.
What up, my brother? How you doing today?
Hey, no, what's good, Jack? How you?
Chilling. You already know what it is. What's up? Survive.
Ain't nothing, man. Just had the brother on the line from up top or whatever. I was letting the people know that I was gonna call into your show, and then I got the bright idea that, you know what I mean? Let them hear it vibe, so on and so forth. So let's get on with it. What's the topic for today? What you doing?
I wasn't talking about much. So far, all I really discussed was the YouTube changes. But yo, check this out. Will you got any opinion on that Colin Kaepernick situation? I'm curious.
Not really too much, because I had already told dudes, I said while everybody was banging on Hov a while ago, that this dude had already took money from the NFL and Nike gave him a bunch of money. So after that, I stopped following him. I ain't even going there no more, because all that for what? Even I know he's in training, he was in Atlanta and training, something like that or whatever, but I ain't really follow him like that. You know, it ain't really striking interest with me.
You know, Hov is the one they said got him that tryout thing.
I know, but that's what I told dude, do not knock Jay-Z until.
You were saying that too. That's the whole fact.
I said, until you see his works, don't knock Hov. I know what Hov do. Hov is good at what he do. Hov, like a lot of things that I do, right? You're gonna see kind of us mirror. He just got more money than I got. But you're gonna see the mirror game that if I can get in a situation and kind of like grab hold of the steering wheel or at least the gear shift, I'm gonna try to at least put the car in neutral just long enough to get a good stake to ever at the feet to help my people. I told him, yo, do not knock Hov. Don't call him a sellout until you see what he's doing. Look,
yo, Hov does a lot.
He does a lot. He does a lot. You know? So that's the whole fact or whatever, you know. For the record, y'all, I love Jack. I ain't mad at him, but he missed the party bus after he was invited. You know? Were you somewhere with your toes curled up, brother? Cause you supposed to make the party bus, man.
I missed the party bus. My apologies. I've seen the clips of what was happening. I'm extremely upset at myself. I needed to be there. That's a whole fact. Don't let nobody tell you different. That shit was lit. Y'all enjoyed yourself. I wish I was there.
Yeah, we definitely. I mean,
I was definitely invited. For anybody started saying some weird shit, now I was invited. I was supposed to be there. If anybody remember, y'all was watching that live that I was doing that Sunday. My watch, this is a mechanical watch. I hadn't worn it in a while. So what happened was it had the wrong time. So I didn't even know what time it was. So I just wrapped everything up way too late. Got around to everything way too late. Just lost track of time. I just fucked up. There's no explanation. I gotta be on top of that.
Yo, by the way, shout out to Wildcat, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to
For
Wildcat.
those that ain't familiar with him, a lot of people are. Pull up Wildcat 555 or whatever. You know what I mean? On IG. He's on YouTube. You know what I mean? Pull up the homie, follow Wildcat, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no fact. He got some good stuff going on over there.
Yeah, definitely, man. He got some good topics. If you want to know about law, call Wildcat, man. You know what I mean? He know basically how to shepherdize, pull up case law, like the search and seizure law, all those little formats, the DD5 work. Hit Wildcat. Wildcat can tell you all that. You know what I mean?
This is something I think that's a good point you just brought up. This is something that I think people don't really realize. Your lawyer is to help you, right? But do you know how often people don't help their lawyer?
Facts.
Sometimes people don't know what to, let me plug this in. their lawyer or the information against their lawyer, or people are in a situation where, they don't want to say something that might, seem like they're snitching, whether they might be snitching or not. We don't want to snitch. So we clear about that. I'm not saying to snitch, but what I'm saying is, a lot of times somebody might think something is like something they need to hide from their lawyer that they need their lawyer to know. Their lawyer might not use it in the court of law, but it's like sometimes you got to tell people something in order for them to be able to understand why other things are important. You understand what I'm saying?
That's
like,
a fact.
You tell a kid the stove is hot. The kid don't know why the stove is hot, so a kid might think the stove is always hot. But when you tell a kid, look, when I'm cooking, the stove is hot, stay away from me. That's a whole different dynamic for the kid to understand.
So now they're gonna look at the stove and say, well, she not cooking, so it's not hot, and it's gonna make them pry open the oven. Now they looking at the dials and it's gonna make them turn the gas on. You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, let's hope that don't happen. Also, don't do that. Don't touch the stove. But the point is that sometimes we need to tell people why things are important. So sometimes you got to tell your lawyer certain things so your lawyer can help you. Now, with that being said, Wildcat does know a lot about the law.
That's a fact.
So he's definitely an individual that you could speak to, or you can go into his live chats. You can ask him questions about the law, and y'all can have a dialogue. He'll be able to really respond back to you. And, as far as I know about the dude, he's going to try to give you the best advice he can. So that's definitely something that we got going on in our community, and that's something that we should take advantage of. Not everybody has individuals. You got to understand, Wildcat used to sit up in the library for hours.
Yeah, I was talking to him last night about 1 o'clock in the morning, and he already said one of his segments going to be, discussing law with Cat. So basically, you want to talk law, you have a problem, whether it's child support and so forth, Wildcat gonna help you with that. You know what I mean? He understand all that stuff, all right? So tune into his channel. Always subscribe to his channel, and let's get it popping, man. Give me 1 second, Jack. But you can target Hayes where I'm going.
Oh, okay. I like to stop that. I like to inside, like the night door. Yeah, shout out to Wildcat. Go sub to the brother. Give me 1 second.
What you said, Jack?
I gotta blow my nose, man.
I'm over here making this last cup of coffee over here.
Yo, when you got allergies, this change of weather hit different, yo.
What you said?
When you got allergies and the weather change, it hit different.
Yeah, it hit.
Shout out to Street Corner for the donation. Appreciate you. To have a blessed day, guys. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you. When you got allergies, change of weather hit different, yo. That's the whole fact. All right, so another thing that we was discussing last night was now that we're talking about jail stuff. Look, I'm never like, yo, let's lock people up, throw away the key. I'm not that type of guy. Alright? But I want y'all to pay attention to what TK has done this last couple of months.
That's a whole fact.
Pay attention to what that young man did. First, there was a situation that happened, I think, 2015 or 2015, where they went to go rob some kids because some 15-year-old girl told them that they were drug dealers. Those guys was not drug dealers. Those guys was just dudes that had regular jobs and kept weed on them. That's it.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
They went robbed at those guys, ended up killing one of those individuals because there was no money and drugs there. I'm going to tell you right now, first of all, 9 times out of 10, those dudes lived in a shack. You feel me? It was 2016. That's when that one happened. I thought when he killed 2016. Those dudes probably lived in a shack. I lived in Georgia before. You feel me? Sometimes when you live when you have these houses, there's shacks. Like in America, it's not actual housing. It's like little houses. It's like I don't know what to call it. It's like the equivalent of a hoopty, but it's a house. You know
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, those dudes lived in that. First of all, homeboy was busy. He had his girlfriend was like 15, 16 years old, so he was asking for problems. That's one. How you a grown man, I think he was like 20, 21 years old, your girl like 15, 16 years old. You was asking for problems. That's one. Get you up, you understand what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
That girl that was his girl then went and told some individuals that they was dealing drugs, that they was drug dealers. That's why these guys tried to come and rob the house. But when they came to rob the house, there was no drugs, there was no money. Because these was regular, everyday working people. Homegirl was an idiot, got everybody caught up. It's a shame that she does not get as much time as whoever got the most time. That's just my opinion. Yeah. It's a shame that she didn't get at least 40 years. I don't care how old she is. She's a little white girl. Not trying to say that makes it about race, but it's a shame. TK got 55 years for that because he was foolish enough to take that to trial. After every single other person copped out.
That's a fact.
Not some of the people. Every single other person copped out, I believe, except for one guy. I think he copped out, but he said he ain't turned witness. TK took his trial, got 55 years. Now he has another situation where they might give him where he has the potential of getting life in prison.
Yeah,
he's never gonna breathe another breath of fresh, free air.
Yeah, that's super crazy right there, man.
Never.
But
shout out to Tracy, Rudolph, Randolph. He said salute Jack Frost, chat mods, to stop by to show some love, respect, like, peace. Going back to CK page, hit that like button for me. Look how much hate we got going on over here. We got the likes and the hates the same. We got the same amount for the like and the hates. Got 70-something people in here. Y'all can't hit the like button for me? Come on, man.
yeah, that's a whole fact. So with that said, people make better choices, man. I mean, go earn yours. Don't go take it. Cause see how she sent him on a wild goose chase.
Yeah.
They caught an innocent murder the innocent man, so to speak.
That's a fact. Hey, yo, CK, Sunday I'm going to the pop-up. Saturday I'm going to the pop-up shop, the Marathon pop-up shop. You want to pull up with me?
Yeah, no doubt. You know that. Let me know. Remember, let me know ahead of time. Remember, you're gonna let me know ahead of time. So this way I'm on
Okay,
point.
I'm gonna be there Saturday around 2, but we gonna.
Oh, nah, hold up. Saturday, ain't Saturday the 23rd?
No, Saturday's the 30th.
All right, so that's next Saturday.
No, yeah, that's Saturday. Saturday the 30th. Oh,
all right.
Okay.
Remember, this Saturday the 23rd, we're gonna be doing a turkey drive.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. We're doing a turkey drive this Saturday. I'm gonna be there. You already know.
Facts.
Nah, we talking about Saturday the 30th though. That's not this Saturday. It's Saturday after.
Yeah, I'm in there.
Yeah, let's go do that. That's a whole fact. So what's going on? What you want to discuss, my brother? Any topics you want to go over?
Nah, basically, man, like, we basically conked what I want to talk about. I want to talk about unity, man. Like, I was basically using the party bus as an example. You've been there, Jack. Tell them all the places you've been to with me and the family. Because Jack's been a lot of places. You know?
There's something I want to say real quick, right? And this is why I get upset when people always assume because somebody is in a gang that it means negative. That's not always the truth. I've been quite a few different places with CK and with his family, right? I've been quite a few different places. And it's always unity. It's always love. It's always respect.
Did you see any fights?
No fights. Nobody's walking around looking for beef. Nobody's no weird shit going on. Everybody's always enjoying themselves. Everybody's always like looking out for the next person also. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
I put my camera equipment stuff down, walked away for an hour or so, and came back, and the shit was still there.
Like Remy is the boss. She be she be roughing stuff up. Ask Jack. Jack came in there. She roughed Jack up first, and after that, gave the nigga mad love. Gave him mad love for like 2 hours. Kept fucking with him. You know what I mean? That's what she do. You know what I mean? She came in. She said, "Look, this ain't Treyway. So we let you know. Jack said, "Yo, what did I do? What did I do?" Then 5 minutes later, she started fucking with her. Hey Jack, you want to drink? Hey Jack, hey boom, man. He's one of us, man. He's our family, whatever case may be. No, he's not gang. I was joking. I said he was GKB. He's not gang, but he's accepted amongst my family, my community. They understand that he blogs. Also, I need certain footage. Jack always says, CK, I be the camera. I got you. Boom. So that's my brother, man. Right? But he'll tell you, it's never negativity. If you hear arguing, it's over who won, whether we bowling or playing pool. You hear that kind of debate. We never argue and fight. We don't get crazy in public. He'll tell you it be gallons of alcohol. Not a gallon, it be gallons of alcohol and all that. Don't be no fighting. No negativity whatsoever. Not one fight, not an argument, not a push and shove, a loud voice, unless we laughing about whatever the activities are.
This is something I want to say, and this is why I be laughing at certain people when they think certain people is like, when they be like calling random people OGs, and when y'all be talking about like random people is mad hood, gangster, gang, and all whatever. I'm like, but what people gotta understand is the number one reason for there to be gang is for there to be unity. For one man to help the next man. Like we are in the effed up spot and we trying to help. Now we not in the effed up spot, but we still helping each other. We supposed to be motivating each other. We're not supposed to be trying to distort each other. We're not supposed to be trying to hurt each other. We're not supposed to be trying to line each other up. We're supposed to be trying to help each other. We're supposed to be trying to motivate each other.
That's
We're
a
supposed
fact.
to be trying to pick each other up. We're supposed to be trying to help people with opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? CK employ people. You understand what I'm saying? Every single time I've ever been around CK and his family, every single time I've ever been around him, ever, all I've seen is love, all I've seen is mutual respect. There's never been no weird shit going on. That's why when I see people in the comment section and they be talking crazy, I'm like, I know you're not real, because I've been around real people. You understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
I've been around real N-words. I've been around real, members of different organizations. They wouldn't come online and talk the way you talking. So I know it's not real. You understand what I'm saying? I know you out there, it's all cat. You understand what I'm saying? And it's the shame that you got these people out here that's capping, and they're tricking people that don't know no better. They're tricking people that don't know nothing about nothing. They got people out here that are just regular civilians that are now, turning themselves into crash test dummies because they listening to people that ain't really in the loop, people that don't know anything, people
That's a fact.
that the real dudes don't even fuck with. Part of my language. But that's right there, that's why sometimes I just kick people. Like when people come in here and start talking super thug, super gangster. Like this is a whole different era. Nowadays, your text that you put right here in the chat might get you caught up in a RICO, but you're not thinking like that. People ain't thinking like that though.
Facts.
Think about it. I was in court. I'm telling you.
That's a fact.
I'm telling you right now, for anybody who is listening, it's not about being part of the organization. It's about what your part in the organization is. If you're out here blustering up that you're the big bad shooter, then when something happens and it revolves around shooting, expect for them boys to be knocking on your door. That's what I'm saying.
Facts.
When you blustering out here, like you got all the work on the block, and something happens revolving around work being on the block, expect for them boys to knock on your door. So that's why when people come in here, or I see people on anybody's chat, and they just talking super reckless, I'm like, I've been around dudes, they don't talk like that. I'm not accusing nobody of nothing. I don't know what nobody's a part of it. As far as I know, everybody's law-abiding citizens. But you know a real person when you see one.
Fact.
So when I go to an event and I'm in a room with 40 and 50 of these mofos,
Yeah.
you feel that energy.
And trust me, he felt the energy. He came in there. They seen him. Oh, you Jack, what's up, bro? Boom, 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 boom. Yo, you good. And he felt the vibe. Every people that we don't know come in and look, they feel it. Boom. They nod their head and they find their corner. Ooh. All right, we see what this is. But everybody in the room has a job. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no more hanging on corners in my family. You have to either go to school and get a trade, then go to work, or go to work, so on and so forth. If you have a company or entity, we support it. And this is what you see. You don't see no more in betweens of. It's not an option no more. You have to be educated. You have to go to work. If you have a company, then you have to act like you're an entrepreneur and try to take it to the next level, and we'll support. You got free models. We gonna model anything that you put out. You know what I'm saying? And pay for it. Dudes don't get free hats no more. Dudes pay for hats, certain t-shirts. We may give away certain t-shirts you pay for. Like the party bus. Everybody, yo, CK, yo, this and that. No, CK didn't do that by itself. Remy did that. CK did it. The other bro, the chipped in. Like I said, if it's 50 of y'all, then everybody give $20. Guess what? That's a party bus, or maybe two paid for, depending on who you go through. All right, that's solidified already. Now we got 2 more weeks before the buses actually pull up. This gives you time to reset, to get your finances back in order. So when we board, the days before we board, you didn't even need that much. Everybody give $5 or $10, and this paid for the waters, the sodas you see on board, the Heinekens, so on and so forth. It's so simple when you have more people contributing, man. You know what I mean? And some, yeah.
No, finish what you say.
Yeah. In some cases, they say less is more, but that's nonsense when it comes to planning. I got more, and we get more because we all contribute. You can give $3, and it's respected as if you gave 300. That's what my family do.
I'm gonna say something, right? And this is just something I want to say real quick. We are supposed to spend our money with each other. If I have a business and I sell something, I shouldn't be giving it to you for free if you fuck with me.
Fact.
If you fuck with me, you know you need a coat. You like the coats I sell. You're supposed to come through and cop a coat.
That's a whole fact.
And you like the shoes that the store got, you're supposed to come through and cop some shoes. You're not supposed to come through and ask for a discount. You're supposed to come through and support. And that's one of the biggest problems and issues I think that we have in our community.
That's
People
a fact.
rather go pay full price for some person they don't know. If the person they know don't give them a discount, and then they're going to look at the person they know like, nah, see, that's you ain't getting no money now. You should give me a discount.
That's a whole fact.
We got to get away from this kind of mentality. And when you see somebody with that kind of mentality, don't argue with them. Just know who they are. All right. I see what you're doing. I see it. Now, why don't we know somebody got a store, right? We know it's time for the kids to go back to school. We know that they sell kids stuff in there. Why isn't everybody that's part of the community, part of the organization, pulling up and buying a piece or two for their kids? They know they're going to the Macy's also. You know they're going to the Macy's. I shop at Macy's or wherever. I don't know where you shop. I shop at Macy's, so pardon me. But you know they're going to the big stores also. But you could stop by at your people's spot. You could stop by at your people's spot and cop a couple of pieces. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's what we got to start doing. That's what we got to start doing. And when I was around these brothers, that's the type of energy I felt. We okay, you got a business, we're not going to let your business fail. What you need us to do. That's the type of energy I felt. I can't tell you no more than that.
Facts.
I appreciate those brothers. I'm upset I missed the party bus. I really am. I really am. Honestly am. Shout out to Remy. Every time I hear about they doing something, Remy's name is at the top of it. So you already know she's the head. one that she takes the steps to get the thing done. I'm assuming, because every time I hear about them doing something, like, you know, having a function, a productive, positive function might also add just so we can get my work routinely.
That's right.
She just be at the head of it. That's the whole fact.
And that's what every family need. Stop excluding your sisters for a lot of things. The sisters play a role for a reason. To make sure, because they know they have more of a attention span than we do. Let them put together the program, whatever organized, you know, activity we having. Let them organize. Let the women organize and put it together. Stop trying to, be your nine. This is how we doing it. They can fall back and play your role. The sisters got that.
All, females, in my opinion, I could be wrong about this. Women, if you're mad at me, I apologize. But females, in my opinion, are just better at organizing shit than men anyway, just in general. Just in general. Just better at organizing shit. My last girlfriend that I was in a long-term relationship with, I let her organize everything. Because I know I ain't good at that shit. What I am good at is just having great ideas and telling you how we can get the idea done. I'm good at that because I have, like, that's the way my brain works. But if I also have to go through all of the steps also, I'm going to get sidetracked because I might have like 5 or 6 different other projects I'm involved in at that same damn time. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a whole fact.
And you know this because you know what I be doing. I be having like 5 or 6 different fucking jump-offs going in.
Auger Production.
Hybrid.
Auger Production.
Shoot it back, nigga. I told you he was coming back. Hustle game like a give and go. Me and Shooter doing a pick and roll. Watch game got a different glow. Hustle game like a give and go. Me and Shooter doing pick and roll. Watch game got a different glow.
Hustle game like a give and go. Tell them niggas they don't want no smoke. 30 bands, that's for every show. CK show them how that money go. CK show them how that money go. CK show them how that money go.
I'ma show them how this money go. Watch game got a different goal. CK, you already know. 30 grand for every show. 100 grand all on the floor. Homie screaming, not really though. It's all good, I'm saying though. Hard work, no playing though. Waste your time on the silly hoes. Philly bound like I'm getting low. Shoot a home, know it's time to blow. In this game, we taking dough. Player haters, it's time to go. SL, you already know. Hustle game like a give and go. Me and Shooter doing a pick and roll. Watch game got a different glow. Hustle game like a give and go. Me and Shooter doing pick and roll. Watch game got a different glow.
Hustle game like a give and go. Tell them niggas they don't want no smoke. 30 bands, that's for every show. CK show them how that money go. CK show them how that money go. CK show them how that money go. Stick to that G code. Got mops for ops, so we do not reload. CK is the founder. We surfing in money, y'all niggas is drowning. We pull up in foreigns. We stealing your bitches, you niggas is boring. We run up them commas. We stacking them chips and we ready for drama. Just call me the big homie, cause I got the sig on me. Niggas is hating, they big mad, cause they know that we running up big bags. When I was locked in a box, money still don't stop. No. I pulled off in the drop, now straight to the top. When I was locked in a box, money still don't stop. No. I pulled off in that drop, now straight to the top.
Hustle game like a give and go. Me and Shooter doing a pick and roll. Watch game got a different glow. Hustle game like a give and go. Me and Shooter doing pick and roll.
Yeah, so anyway, you know, with that said or whatever, you know, everybody, man, that support BB Network, appreciate y'all, whatever. Jack getting ready to air that new Wocast in a minute or whatever. Go check it out, support.
I'm gonna air it as soon as possible. I'm not even gonna talk. Anyway, right here, while we're on air. Hold on. What's today?
I believe it was the 19th, something like that. Tuesday the 19th, I think. Let me see. Check my phone. Yeah, Tuesday the 19th.
While we're on here. Hold on. Let's do this way. What's Monday? I'm going nowhere. Monday, 25th. Oh shit, we can't do it on the 25th. That's my birthday.
Yeah.
Wow, this absolutely sucks. Alright, so first week of December, we want to have a Wocast first week of December. I want to tell everybody what it is right now because we want to get this so we can just be clear. First week of December, we want to have a Wocast. We want to call up, we want to bring in Mel, Wildcat, and Sobe. Think that's possible?
Yeah. Yeah, I told you Sobe about it yesterday. Sobe said he wouldn't and we're gonna come up because we're gonna give him the floor and let him lead in terms of politics and so forth because he's very knowledgeable in that department. You know what I mean? And we go from there. You know what I mean? Everybody's gonna participate, but you know, as the floor general, we're gonna let Sobe have the floor and he gonna lead the way. Of course, you know, Jack gonna ask the questions he need to ask, so on and so forth. We might even ask Jack a couple questions. You know what I mean? Because now he getting experience with, you know, with the life and what it really stands for. And we might ask him a couple of questions about how he feel and his experience from coming around, brothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hold on. I think I have to call these guys up. What the fuck? Hold on. Let's do it in the evening. I'm booking it right now. You know what? They want to make me start that one. We'll start that one.
Nah, Sobe had something to do. He wasn't on the bus, but he gonna be in the next one.
I'm about to tell you the I am not gonna miss any more of these shit.
Yeah, you better not miss it. I'm telling you, the next one gonna be wild.
I am not going to miss any more. I promise it.
Right now,
Unless I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the hell I could be involved in in order for me to be missing.
right now we trying to put a ski trip together. You know what I mean? And an indoor, of course, indoor because winter time now. Pool party or whatever. You know what I mean? All the babes gonna come out. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
we'll have a pool party or whatever. And you know, gonna be a lot of food, stuff like that, poolside. And it's gonna be bananas. After that, after the pool party, whatever, you never know. Maybe some casino play or whatever. I mean, you know, we're gonna be moving around, man. You know.
Okay, so hold on. Let me tell you the date I got it for. I need you to send me everybody's names that you already know. I'm just doing different. Just making sure 3 people on there so they can't tell me I didn't add the people right from the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know the problem I've had. All right, so the date is. Hold on, it's clicking. Project 15. It's gonna have to be on the 10th. Oh shit.
That's what it is. It's gonna be some cabin play. We going upstate somewhere and get some cabins, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna tell war stories over marshmallows with the fire and all that. You know?
What day does
I'm not even sure. I'm not sure.
Okay, so I just put the book in there. You just I gotta check and make sure what date the Taxstone trial start. It start on the 10th. I'm gonna have to change the date, but other than that, we good. It's gonna be on the 10th. What you don't agree with, Wildcat? Hold on, Wildcat Monster. You think we should call? You staying on the line? Or you getting off?
Yeah, I'm about to get offline or whatever.
All right, yo, definitely appreciate you, my brother.
All right, salute, Wildcat. Love you, bro. Peace.
Later.
Yeah, as y'all can see, man, you know what I mean? Me and Jack, we be trying to work it out. You know what I mean? I don't know what Cat said he don't agree with, but that ain't how it works. Like, if we decide certain things, maybe he don't agree with, you know, So Be, whatever, leading the floor, but that's not his decision. Our decision is that we decide X, Y, Z. We want to make everybody feel comfortable and welcome. Like, there ain't no thing where, yeah, you on my platform, that's how I go. No. You coming up, this and that, but guess what? You get the floor. Like last time Wildcat had the floor. You know what I'm saying? That's how we keep it, man. I share with everybody. You know? I pulled that got off live and then Jack, but I figured we'll do a double live, man. It's never been done before. So this is the first time you'll see it here with me and Jack. We just did that. Top of the game, 212 with me.
What's good, big homie?
What's good? What's good? How you?
I'm all right, man. Everything good. Yeah, you know, I was just feeling the energy. You had said something called pigeonhole.
Yeah.
You know, we shouldn't be pigeonholed, right? So, me and my homies, we was drinking over night, and Michael Jordan's name got mentioned, and the fact that he invested in prison systems.
Yeah.
So, you know, after a few drinks and all that, the truth come out, you know, motherfuckers really speak their mind. So, I said that I don't have a problem with that. Now, I've been in the Hoops Scout, you know. I've been fortunate enough to not been in many years, you know, you were my OGs, you know, my big brothers and all that. But my frame I got today and my mentality and the way that I know that we've all been tricked into thinking the way we shouldn't, you know, my mind compelled me to say that I would invest in prison systems. So I wanted to know what you felt about that, homie. Now, let me say this, though. Being that your mind, like you said, made a statement called pigeonhole. You shouldn't be pigeonholed. And I know that you're not trying to go back to jail.
No, but at the same time, keep in mind, everything in the penitentiary system is an investment. They make about $37,000 a day per head to feed us. They ain't giving us $37,000 for food. You know what I mean? Ain't that much cold craft soap in the world. So you know it's a hustle. First thing, this is where most of the taxpayer money go to. All right, and it's an investment. All right, Keefe brand products, hermetically sealed, salmon and tuna fish, peanut butter, yeah, ketchup. All this is owned by Bush and Cheney in them, the Keefe brand. You know what I mean? It's all the investment. So now I'm not mad at Michael Jordan for investing. Everybody on their bag. Why white America can invest and it's not a problem, but as soon as the black dude peep what's going on and see where the money's at and invest, it's a problem.
Yo, that's why I could say with an open heart, with a clear mind, that you came a long way and you did a complete 180. You know why? Because the way we've been taught to think that whatever a white man can invest in or whatever motherfucker capitalizing on something that's going to happen, it's a fact that people are going to do ignorant things whether they want to or not. You know, it's just people are going to jail.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? So now I'm looking at my homies and they telling me, yo, how you going? Like, niggas act like I was like motherfucking Benedict Arnold or something. But I'm saying, nah, listen, man. When we got an opportunity to be better and invest in something that's going on, if a white man, like you said, if a white man could do it, why I can't get smart, invest my chips on something that's going to make me money?
That's a fact.
When I'm not indulging in extracurricular activities that's going to put me there, and if I got the mind frame to know that, okay, now we investing in this thing, you're supposed to, as a leader, don't go to jail.
Let me add on to that, right? The hardest thing for a black man to do is to hold, create, and maintain a legacy.
Right.
They just turned around and bodied Bill Cosby. Everything he worked for, all the positivity. Look how pretty Felicia Rashad is, man. Especially as a youngin', because she was around him when she was young.
She's one of the most beautiful black women I've ever seen in my life.
Look, why didn't he drug her? Why he didn't do all that to her? Right? Look at Lisa Bonet and all of them. Why he didn't do that to all of them? Right? So.
But then you got these wrinkled white crackers, 70 years old, 80 years old, talking about 40 years ago, Bill Cosby did this to me. And they jacking this shit.
Yeah, but do me a favor when you describe them and say white person.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Caucasians,
Right.
I'm not racist.
Yeah, we know you're not racist, but we understand that through history.
Word is everything.
Yeah, with dudes being bitter, they use that word, but I don't support the word. All right. Anyway, I don't support no word that make a person feel uncomfortable. Feel me? Anyway.
I apologize.
But at the end of the day or whatever, she comes forth, oh, he did this and that, oh, avocations is coming up over here, this and that. They set that man up and killed that man's legacy. That man was the only person giving 20 million to black colleges and stuff like that. Right? As soon as it came down to him having the money, huh?
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
You could do the research because a lot of people don't believe me. I was locked up in 2007 in Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
And, I did my thing. I did my GED and all that. Bill Cosby came to Saboski Correctional Facility in 2007. I was honored to have the speech. I gave the speech, because I got one of the highest, by the grace of God, I got one of the highest scores on the GED. That's what made me know that I'm not no ignorant fool and I need to go home and do my thing. So what happened is he came to the graduation. People don't do that. And this man worked for $1 billion. He was at my GED graduation in jail, bro.
Facts.
And this is something anybody could do the research. I'm not lying. This is something real. But I had to get this off my chest because these people that I'm dealing with that don't see things my way. Now, for me to say what I said, and you ain't have no inclination to say I'm wrong, nothing. You just saying, yo, listen, people to their bag, what's wrong in investment, regardless if it's jail or not. You've been in jail 15, 18, 20 years of your life, and you said it's not a problem. So
Can I say something now? Let me say something now, right?
Yeah.
Dudes have a problem with Michael Jordan investing in the prison system, right? Dudes have a problem with other dudes doing other things, right? But y'all invested in drugs. We sold drugs in the community, cocaine. Some people sold heroin. Some people sold guns. Show me where that's a benefit where you can really set forth a legacy off of this. And we understand that it goes back to the Vietnam War and people needing heroin and stuff like that, the cocaine, to numb the pain, all that. We heard all them theories. But we still had an option to say no to drugs, but we still took it. We made money off of it. We bought vehicles. We bought, jewelry, stuff like that. Yeah, we went to the club. We threw bottles. But show me where that's coming back to us. When you do that, you get that money. When you buy all this other stuff, that money's coming in the community and out the community. We don't make cars. We don't manufacture cars. You know what I mean? We don't own jewelry stores. 1 or 2 black people own jewelry stores. Not many jewelers out here that's black owned. To understand that. So when we spend our money, and I'm saying it because I wear a lot of jewelry. When we spend our money, that money comes in the community. Then we buy jewelry, cars, so on and so forth, and it goes out the community. So let's not get it twisted. The same way you can say, oh, this and that man has a right to invest in whatever he wants. He's not a sellout. Somebody say this, oh, Oprah a sellout. Oprah not a sellout. Check her works out. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you.
All right.
If you had a broker, that investment broker that advises you on certain ways that you could based on the money in your account, certain ways that you could, multiply your money, and your broker company will say, listen, CK, listen, it's some shares that, they small right now, they're not too expensive. You could invest in this prison system in Virginia or whatever, just a system, or O'Keefe Products, a commissary. You can invest in the penitentiary.
And guess what? It's the same question before I would answer that question. I'm investing. Like at the end of the day, whatever, we ain't gotta go back and forth with it. Anything that's a hustle, that's an investment, that's going to further your growth and development, that's what? I'm all for it. I don't care about all that. Dudes have these conversations, right? But the first chance they get to advance, they'll pull you down. You already see it. You see the back and forth internet beats going on. Dudes coming out saying controversial stuff that can get them slaughtered. They just doing it because they mind, oh, I'm gonna get this bag, so I'm gonna say this controversial stuff to go against the grain, what's being said, and put all the light and focus on me. We're not even doing that. At the end of the day, or whatever, if you ain't got nothing constructive, positive, or real to say, we not even listening to you. The question you asked today was a good question. Michael Jordan didn't sell out. It's an investment. Think about it. His brand is the #1 sneaker brand in the history of anything. In life, the history of any sneaker, Michael Jordan.
More money to the economy than anybody in life.
Thank you. So how are you gonna get mad at him for investing elsewhere? Remember, in the first like 10, maybe 20 years, all that money was going to Nike.
That's right.
Soon as he got his brand out, now every season he drop a different number, 13s, the 5s, whatever, boom. And
to get that money back.
This is how he get his bread now, because now he own his brand. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna go into all that, man. Like,
so this is just a reflection of the people that I'm around and the mentality.
Yeah.
Because when I said that, it's like I'm like some old sellout other type of guy. But like I said, you can invest in the demise of your neighborhood by sitting here thinking you're the man selling this and that. But something that's gonna go on until the end of time, and you advise properly to invest in this what's gonna make a lucrative, get back. I don't see what's wrong with that. So I'm glad you clarified that, and I'm gonna show these people that think, they are something that they not. I'm gonna let the big one tell them what it is. You heard? I'm gonna show this video to everybody.
That's a fact.
And with that, salute, homie.
Yeah, you know that salute, beloved.
All right.
Yeah, man. Dude, y'all gotta broaden your scope, man. We still having we still having these corny, petty conversations about, oh, this person sold out. Now y'all got the same crab mentality. Oh, he blew up, he left the hood, he a sellout. We don't try to make millions of dollars to stay right here in the hood, in the ghetto. We make millions of dollars to try to buy the big house, so to so forth, help our family and our friends, our real friends. Not people that come around you and expect handouts. You know what I mean? But the people who come around and support your craft. You know what I mean? That's who we maneuver to try to help. You see what MC Hammer did? Only thing he did, he put a lot of uneducated people in position. Had he had educated people in position, he wouldn't have went through it for. He up now. He back up, but he failed because he put the wrong people in position. Top of the game 212 with me.
Yo, what's good, CK? What's good, man?
What's good, beloved? You alright?
Yeah, I'm chilling. Yeah, black people can't be racist, bro. Black people cannot be racist, bro. I can say I can say that word, right?
I disagree, but you go ahead. You finish. You go first. I'm gonna go second.
Yeah. So, everybody on the chat, black people cannot be racist. CK might disagree with me, but black people cannot be. Saying words is not racist. Racism is a system. Okay, this is a fact, right? If you do a crime, all right, and you have the same background as a white dude, same age, all that, same education, all that, right? Same products, all that. the same crime, you're gonna get 3 times the sentence. That's a fact. That's a proven study fact. That's a fact. So there is no system. I mean, that's why.
All right, I feel you, bro. Like I said, you go first. I'm gonna go second. I'm gonna show you something. Cause everybody have that same argument, but it's not true.
So what do you mean? What do you mean? Like what's not true? Black people can't be racist? Hello?
My bad, bro. I heard you. I just couldn't respond. I was too far away. I was getting my phone charged because I realized I got the red bar deaf on that phone, so I gotta charge the phone up.
Take your time, bro.
Yeah, but anyway, that's not true, man. Like we said, black people can't be racist. I know a
But how?
I know a few. I know a few black dudes that's racist though, man. So we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna sit there and front.
How though? Like being racist is not like saying that I don't like someone.
Bro,
Whatever.
bro, listen to me, bro. Listen to me. Where you think we get the word hunky from, or cracker and stuff like that? Excuse y'all, I'm not using the word. I'm explaining it, breaking it down, right? From racist black people, bro. Black people. Let me talk. I let you talk. It's my turn. They may not say, yo, yeah, I'm a racist. When you hear people say, man, I hate white people, or this and that, they racist. It's just more of an effect if they do it to us because of how the media blew up slavery. The chains, the whips, so on and so forth. So when you call us the N-word and you're not black, it's amplified to the third power. If you say, if you mention Adolf Hitler, it's a hate crime to the Jews. Why? Because of what they've been through dealing with Germany and so on and so forth, and gas chambers. So that's two cultures. The Jewish people and black people that actually they had genocide committed, man. They almost committed genocide with the Jews and the blacks. So it's very sensitive when you say something to one of us, but the reality of it is, black people say mad offensive racial slurs towards white people. Let's just be real here. We ain't gonna front, this and that.
Words from black people cannot be racist because you have no power, bro. Like what you're saying, you having the influence that you have, right, bro?
I listen to you.
Having the influence that you have, right?
Yeah.
And you saying that black people can be racist. That's very dangerous.
Let me tell you something, bro. Having influence that I have, if I had a racial bone in my body, right, I can start some nonsense. Don't you get it? Like, we may not see it that way, but bro, all people can be racist, man. There's no creed, color that can't be racist. Y'all say, black people can't be racist. Why can't they? Any living human being can be racist, bro. And y'all gotta learn that. Anybody can be racist, man. They had it on TV. Remember George Jefferson? That was the picture they depicted. You still on here? Did you hang up? Let me see. Yeah, I guess we must have got disconnected. But, you know what I mean? Like, all that whitey, and that, and those terms. So we're not going to say that a black person can't. Anybody on earth that has a mouth, has a belief, or a certain a certain school of thought, you know what I mean? A certain ideology can be a racist. We're going to be fair with that. People going to say black people can't do it. Why can't they? Whoever's calling, I see you calling, but I got a call on them.
We don't have any power, CK. That's why we can't be racist, CK. We don't have any power.
What you mean you don't have any? What you mean you don't have any power? You don't need power to discriminate.
Yes, you need power to be racist, not to discriminate.
That's not true, bro. You don't need power to be racist. First of all, I'm gonna show you get it at me. Is Farrakhan not powerful?
No, he's not powerful.
What?
No, he's not. I can give you a truth on that if you want.
Know what you are, bro? Know what you are, bro? Right? You a guy with tunnel vision. I can say something 100 times, and you're not gonna look at the situation because you already have your mind made up. I already hear you, but no. He's never. Farrakhan has power, bro. He did a Million Man March several times.
Bro, Farrakhan is in Chicago. How many murders are going on in Chicago? He can't even do anything in his backyard. What kind of power do you think Farrakhan has?
I never heard Farrakhan come out in the streets of Chicago and say stop killing. He's talking about Million Man marches and so forth. And if you see a million people come out, that's power, bro.
Yeah, but marching does nothing. That doesn't do anything.
All right, but guess what though? Guess what though? If he was teaching racism, he have over 3 or 4 million people that would become racist. Exactly. He has a whole nation. The Fruit of Islam has millions of members, bro. You understand what I'm saying? So they're not teaching racism.
Now allow white members and Mexican members to join the Nation of Islam. That's a dub. Farrakhan is a dub. He's an old man who lost his touch.
You call Farrakhan a dub.
He's a dub.
Your guys are ignorant, man. Your guys are ignorant, man. You gotta understand, man. Like people can only do. That people can only do, like people can only do what they can do without becoming too radical. See, back in the days, they thought you was radical. Hold on. I had to sneeze. If they thought you was radical, they set up certain certain situations. The FBI put certain task force on you to try to slow you down, set you up, kill you, all type of stuff, right? So because we understand this, the powers that be, a person gonna take a certain stance, but they gonna do so with care now. Why? Because you already know what time it is. Certain things are already they set up for that. The word is called terrorist now. Hold up, the word is called terrorist now. When you start going against the government to the point where you radical and you start talking about shotguns and all that sort of stuff, you're called a terrorist. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day or whatever, he has so much power. You're not letting me talk. You're not letting me talk. He has so much power that he has to guard his tongue and the words that he used because Farrakhan has millions of people that follow him, bro. You can't take the Million Man March away. They march a Million Man March, but you know the FOI is trained to protect. They're not offense, they're defense. They protect. They make sure that you're secure, you're safe. That's what they do, they protect. You know what I'm saying? So understand what it is. So you can't say, I just believe any person, any race can be racist, man. You can't say that. Oh, he can't be racist. Why not? I use some terms that I'm like, wow. I'm not gonna even say it on here, but I'm like, wow, like, yo, how you feel like that? Yeah, bro, forget that. And then I mess him up. You know my grandfather's white, right? What? Yeah. And my mom was like, yeah, boy, snap. I said, so guess what? I don't mind what you're saying. I just think that's your opinion, but you might be offending my mom's. You know what I mean? Because her father's white. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to show you how it is. We can be racist, though. I don't say black people can't be racist. Anybody can be racist in the world.
Bro, all I'm trying to say is, right, one, I'm never going to come to an understanding with you that black people are racist. It doesn't make any sense to me. But what I can tell you about this is it's all simple economics. It's simple, you know what I'm saying? Resources are finite, right? In a world with a lot of people, resources are very finite, right?
But bro, while you talking, look in the chat. Everybody's agreeing that you can be racist whether you're black or not.
I don't care what they say, bro. I really don't care what they say. I know they're wrong. That's why I don't really care what they say.
All right, know the problem is though? Right? I think you wrong though. But I'm saying I think you wrong though. I think you as a dude that when you think you know something, no matter what people say, we can't sway you. So I just think you wrong. You know what I mean?
All right, well, I just want to get on my last point.
All right, go ahead.
My last point is this, right? In a world with finite resources, right? When in a world of finite resources, people want to wage war on you to get these resources, right? And people don't understand warfare. And what I mean by warfare isn't just, I'm going to get my knife and shank you. No, warfare is mental. War is deception. If you don't understand warfare, you're not going to understand what's happening to black people right now. I'm talking to people who don't understand warfare, All right, number one, black people have anything for themselves, bro. All right, look at what the Italians did. The reason why there's very few snitches, besides the ones who roll. Before then, there was very few snitches. You know why?
I'm not on the phone. I'm in the house anyway.
Every black person might have, or in America might have,
I'm in the house. Don't do that.
One white relative. I don't care nothing about that. That's because of race. White people are dumb, okay? Even Spanish people, I think they're dumb too. Because listen, it's all about deception and politics, right? You can't beat them, join them. That's what's going on here, right? That's a fact. Yeah. I'm a fly for my race. I'm a fly for my race all day. I'm a die for my race. And if anybody who's not pushing full black power allegiance in the way, end of story.
Right. Yeah, the homie hung up. See how he hung up on that note, y'all? He hung up on that note because he know his butt. I'm about to say his ass, but ass ain't a curse. He know his ass wrong as hell. It doesn't matter you black, white. Racism is racism. Anybody can be racist. All right? You know, it's not a certain color of racism. Top of the game, 212 with me.
Yo, what's going on, bro? Salute first and foremost for the movement, bro. I just wanted to articulate a little bit on what that previous caller was trying to say.
All right, before you go into it, just give me a second. Before you go to it, give me a second. Let me well, she hung up anyway. Yeah. But anyway, my thing is, right, before you go into that, right, racism is a mind state, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's a systematic oppression. That's what race. You could be prejudiced.
All right. Now say it again. It's a systematic what?
Prejudice and not racist.
No. Say what you said before. There's a systematic what?
It's the ability to systematically oppress someone based off race.
Which is the mindset.
No, that's the action.
No. Bro, systematic means that it's a school of thought. Let's get right now. We're not gonna throw it in it because I'm very astute, very articulate.
Right. That's why I even
up, bro. And all of hold up, bro. Hold up. I'm agreeing with you, but people understand when they say systematic. A system is a school of thought. It's a mindset. Now go ahead.
I was saying the system, but isn't the system the thought carried out? That's what I was saying. I was saying you got.
Yes, bro. Listen, say it again. A system is a what?
A thought put in action.
Thank you. So like I said, a thought comes from what? A mindset. That's all I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
Everything manifested comes from a thought, though. I'm agreeing with you too.
Yeah.
But I'm not on the same. I just was calling to say basically that you could be prejudiced and not be racist, right? Okay, because you have to be both. My shit disconnect, yo. Oh, you probably got it.
Now, I'm agreeing with you though, bro. Like you're not saying nothing wrong. I just want to let you know that everything we're talking about is a mindset. Even when you've seen separation, colors only, and whites only, right? That was the mindset.
But somebody has to enforce that mindset, right?
You're missing the whole point, though. It was a mindset. And guess what? I'm trying to show you something, though. It was a mindset, right? Jim Crow laws, so on and so forth, was a mindset. But think about the millions of whites that went against that format, that went against those laws because they believed that it was inhumane and unfair treatment. Let's talk about those people. Were they racist?
Right. But we're not saying all white. I mean, me personally, I'm not categorizing all white people as nothing. So I'm not saying all white people are responsible or anything like that.
Let me tell you something, right? Y'all heard me comment a couple of times about I felt like the acts being committed these days, or today, yesterday, last week against the Jewish people was a political payout. They paying these dudes to do those stuff, or they might pay me, but I got 3 or 4 other guys to say, hey, throw eggs over here, do this and that, right? I believe that somebody somewhere is trying to achieve or attain some things, and so they're using the discrimination, the hate crime route to get what they want. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm employed by Jewish people, man. The Markel Group that I work for, that's a Jewish company. You know what I'm saying? So people say, yo, the Jews don't like blacks. Nonsense. They treat me with respect. They own pizza shops and mad real estate buildings. And I go there, hey, CK is here. And they give me, they feed me whatever I want. So, and it ain't the first time. My brother had a Jewish guy that he worked with that owned real estate too. And he paid my brother generously, give him bonuses, all type of stuff or whatever. I get invited to Christmas parties, family outings. So, nah. You know what I mean? Anybody can be racist, bro. It ain't just a particular race or anything like that. Anybody can be racist.
But the true definition of being racist is the ability to systematically oppress someone based on their race. You could be prejudiced. You can prejudge somebody based on what your own thoughts is, like you said, starting from a thought. But like you said, Jim Crow, they enforced Jim Crow. Who enforced Jim Crow? That's what I'm saying. Someone had the ability to enforce Jim Crow.
Okay, well, guess what though? Guess what though? It was the law back then though.
I'm gonna let you finish right now, bro. All I was gonna say was if we wanted to do some shit like that where we was on some, I don't want to say F, you know what I mean? F white people, whatever it is, or some radical, right? We don't have the ability to do that. It will get shut down before it gets to that. They will get either the police, and if the police is not be able to handle it, they will send in martial law.
Yeah, but that's not make a mistake. That was in the South. That was in the South. What was going on in the North, though? You had a lot of free black men in the North.
Right.
They started coming to the North trying to kidnap us, to turn us into slaves because they couldn't understand the growth process. A lot of blacks was bankers here in New York, in New Jersey, and places like that, had our own businesses, so on and so forth. So they was coming up here, but what happened was the Northerners was running them up out of here. They got caught doing that. You didn't hear about the countless murders and stuff from them coming up here, getting killed in the North, but trying to impress blacks and bring them to the South. They tried to hang a black in New Jersey. I don't remember the exact situation, but when they came over trying to hang the black man, a white dude see what was going on and killed them country boys. You know what I mean? And they try to bring him down south to prosecute him, but the North was like, nah, y'all trying to come up here and violate our laws here. Black people were free here in the North. You know what I'm saying? This is why Harriet Tubman was doing what they were doing to get people from down there up here with the railroad, because you have people that were not racist doing X, Y, Z. Just like now you have people that when white people come around, they get nauseous because they're racist. You know what I mean? Bottom line, racism is what it is. It's a mindset, man. I stand by that. Just like I know you stand. And you didn't totally disagree, but I guess you're trying to show me what being biased is and the difference between racism, whatever. You can be biased against a situation that doesn't have anything to do with race. You know what I mean?
No, I was saying prejudice and racism.
Same thing, biasness, prejudice. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But anybody can be racist, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need a million people to be racist. If you're a racist, you're a racist.
And one more thing before I get out of here, bro. Just do me a favor, bro. You know about the Boule Society?
Say it again?
The Boule Society. You heard of that? Look that up, bro. Farrakhan no good, bro.
Oh, is it Farrakhan no good? All right. I'll pull it up.
And that's no slander, no nothing. Just look at this. Just do some research on the Boule, Boule Society. Just look that up.
All right.
Peace and love, bro. Salute to the movement. Everything you got going on. You know what I mean?
All right, salute, man. Like I said, man, I respect everybody's opinion, bro. You know what I mean? It's all good. You have a good day. Travel safe, man. All right?
All right, too, bro.
I got another issue I want to raise before I end this live, y'all. Right? It's a question I'm asking everybody. Right? What makes you? Hold on. Top of the game, 212 with me. Give me a minute. Let me finish asking my question before you start. Now, what makes you, when I say you, I mean anybody that fits in this category, yeah, I'm talking to you. What makes you think that you can go home to your family, but the next man can't? I asked that question. Everybody said, yo, get that, yo, this and that, yo, we gonna mob them, this and that. But the same way you want to make it home at night and go home to your family, the next person want to go home to their family. I want y'all to think about that. So the next time y'all decide to say I'm popping off on somebody, think about the roles reversed of somebody popping on you and not allow you to make it home to your family in one piece. Think about that. All right, what's going on, beloved?
Peace to the God.
Peace.
So, do the knowledge, God, because I've been following you for a while, and I think you're a very intelligent man. So my question to you is, because I like your topic, but my question to you is, when you was in the belly of the beast and you was going through that whole transition against the power rules, did you consider yourself then a racist?
Nah, because we had fair entry. Like we allowed them. We were the first ones to allow them to join our movement. You see what I'm saying? So it was different. Like where for a long period of time, if you was Nieta, it was unheard of to have a black you gotta turn your background. That's mad loud, something, right? Right. It was never heard of a black becoming a Nieta, but you had mad Spanish brothers becoming blood. Why? It was never a segregation thing where we didn't deal with them. We just fought against those particular families and groups because that's what they was doing. They was oppressing at the time. We understand that the guards robbing everything, and maybe they was going at all the guard bodies, but you had a lot of innocent dudes. One I know for a fact that he got locked up because he was at a party. He got into a fight at the party, defending his sister. He punched a dude in the head. The dude fell, hit his head in the sidewalk, and he passed away. Named Buddha. He wasn't no bad dude. You know what I mean? In case me be or whatever. Thanks for the donation, Cheddar Bob. Like, he wasn't no bad dude like that in case me be or whatever, but he got to it. He came to jail and they moved on him. You know what I mean? Just for coming to the house or whatever, they moved on him. So, nah, we wasn't racist. We was freedom fighters. Why? Because we had problem with black dudes too. That was running around doing stuff. You know what I mean? So, that wasn't what it was, man.
I'm glad you made that understanding understood, God, because I'm a power rule. But I've been in the nation since the early 80s. I'm from Harlem, New York.
All right, so do me a favor, right? When you get a chance, go look at my page. Look at the what you call it. Look at the party bus. That whole section in the back was nothing but Puerto Ricans. There's like 10 Puerto Ricans in the back.
Yeah. Nah, I seen that too, God, but I just wanted you to understand that. I wanted to see how you saw it.
Nah, we just anybody that know we the same people, not even black, I say, yo, we all black. No. Anything that know we all the same people, man. You know what I mean? Whether we all want to be Taino Indian, because we all come from African, Indian, you know what I mean? Jamaican, that means Trinidadian, you know what I mean? So they're going to pay attention to the ends. You know what I mean? Like, we all the same people, man. You know what I'm saying? We're original. You know what I mean? We're original people, man. You know what I mean? Not Aboriginal. Aboriginal was the ever people who came from, ever parts of the world, settled in, and eventually found a way to take over, whether it be through disease blankets and so on and so forth, or whatever. Like, it is what it is, but we only identify with those who understand that we're the same people and the struggle doesn't change. The struggle is what it is. You know what I mean? Bottom line. That's why I'm glad you brought it up. Look at the party bus. That whole section back there was nothing but Puerto Ricans, all homies.
That speaks, God. That speaks. Like I said,
yeah.
I just wanted to feel clear understanding because I've been following you for a while. I'm so glad they found a platform for you.
Yeah.
To make knowledge born in all kind of different ways because you're kind of like leaving the whole blood thing to the side a little, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And building on other things, and that's important because these young brothers, they have to have more than one view of some kind of understanding. So, you keep up the good work, God. I come by the divine name of Father you will love.
All right. Mercury, beloved. You know?
Peace to the God.
All right, peace.
That was deep. That was good. I was very.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, I just see the brothers got questions, man, because they want to know what it is. First of all, anybody that's been following, they know what I stand for, man. I don't care about all that. This is why as early as last year and a year and a half ago, I came in the game. Those dudes know my name, but I never took the Damu route. Why? That's not what I stand for. I don't stand for trying to make you join the game. I stand for understand that maybe joining the game wasn't the best route that I took. You know what I mean? It was other things that was going on or whatever. Whoever's calling right now, I'm gonna call you back. My bad, but I see somebody calling in or whatever. I'm gonna do it in order because he was trying to call in for a minute. Then I call you back. All right? Don't beat me to the button, man. Don't beat me to the button, brother.
Yo, CK was really good, bro.
All right, what's top of the game? Top of the game. I just want to shout it out and say good morning or whatever. I know me and you usually talk for a minute,
Oh, yeah.
so let me
Facts.
deal with the callers that want to call in right quick and get their little point across. And then when you get on, I know you be a little longer with it, and then you can say whatever you want to say without having to rush off. All right?
I got you. Good looking, big bro.
That's all good. Salute.
Salute.
Top of the game, 212 with me. Oh, you hung up. Let me call him back now. Top of the game, 212 with me.
Salute. SL, big homie.
SL, what's good?
And you see all the time. Yeah, man, I just want to salute you and commend you on all your work. I seen all the Hercs getting together, man, on the big bus and all that in Harlem and all that. Salute to all the homies.
Facts.
Yeah, man. I definitely like that point that you are bringing across right now, and I want you to more expand on that, especially right now when you got that time, because you know the Schemo, for example, he says that he's been been doing this since now fixing on it, but he keeps perpetrating that the homie started this only as a black unity thing, and he's 100% wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm about to explain that to him. No, that was not the purpose of this. Not even Mac, not no one. When this thing of ours came into existence, the main thing was to stop the oppression of the Latin gangs. It had nothing to do with the racial thing. It just so happened that they had the organizations at the time that was committing the atrocities.
Think about it. You got. No, I'm adding on. Listen, bro. Look. We gonna kill that with this right here, right? Anybody that knows Sha Nitty? Sha Nitty is Puerto Rican, like fucking bluish green eyes with blonde hair, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Let's be real here, man. That's the homie, right?
Homie, not only did I try to explain that to him, but a lot of people don't realize this also, big homie. You hear me, homie?
Yeah, I hear you.
A lot of people don't realize this also. Shaquille is also half Latino. Pistol Pete is also half Latino. A lot of people don't know the history of a lot of the first generation homies that were also Latino. And they brought forth the pain for the cause, which had nothing to do, once again, with a racial bias thing.
Half of the bros is Panamanian. Half of the bros is Panamanian and stuff like that. So, I mean, what's the problem?
Facts. This dude was half Puerto. A lot of people don't know these things. So I'm glad that you pressing that point that this thing here had nothing to do with a racial bias. It just happened to be that the Latin gangs at the time had a lot of strength. And a lot of things that, like you said, a lot of things that people don't know, when they also felt that they were losing numbers, that's when they started allowing the black brothers in. Jamaicans, Trinidad, anyone who was from the Caribbean islands, they was letting them rock with the Nietas and the Kings.
Facts.
So a lot of people have this misconception. We had black foes, we had Blackie Ricketts,
and we had Puerto Rican
Thank you.
Ricans.
That's a fact.
And guess what, people? A lot of Latin homies put in that pen right beside the big homies.
That's a fact.
Putting it down. Salute to Wildcat. Salute to Pistol. Salute to all the homies. Frank Nitty, the first Sean boy. Salute to all the homies that helped pave the way with the brothers. Because once again, this thing was about a unity thing. Empowering our people.
That's a whole fact.
Because our people, when the homies say our people, they're not just talking about blacks, African American. They talking about us from the impoverished neighborhoods that we was neighbors that used to ask each other for ketchup or sugar one day, blacks and Spanish together.
You know what's crazy, bro? Is that y'all know who cook my food sometime if I ain't cook? Fucking Toro. Toro was Rat Hunter, man. You know what I'm saying? Puerto Rican J-Rock, Rat Hunter. These dudes, the dudes that I ate with, man. You got my food, Nieta. You know what I mean? Like, these dudes, I cook with these dudes, man. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. So
Come on,
people
so
don't be fooled. There was a lot of beautiful alliances with the homies, with certain Latino brothers that wasn't even in the organization, that they helped and understood the movement, and they helped empower us also when we was making those transitions. They held us down.
you got Sam Buddha. Look, me and Sam Buddha started off on long term. We started beefing. He threw milk on me. I threw hot water on him. We came outside. We shot fire. Fought. They tried to rush me. They tried to rush me in the yard, and he popped off with me.
Everybody think that this was just something, that you was just something for the. No, my brother. A lot of us Latino folk, we put it in with the homies, man. We love this shit too. We bleed for this shit.
Fact. So don't get it twisted, man. You know what I mean? Big Cuba. You know what I mean? Yeah. That means
Let them know, bro.
these the homies,
Cuba,
man.
Salute to OG Cuba, man.
Yeah. So niggas know what time it is, man.
I
You
don't
know what I
want to
mean?
hold you up. I love you, big homie. Continue doing what you're doing. Continue pushing forward to allowing these young brothers to know, man, the pain was already put in. Now it's time to mobilize and make this shit a union so we can actually make something of ourselves, man.
Facts. You know what I mean?
Salute, big homie.
All right, salute, man. Salute. You know? Yeah, man. So, I mean, first of all, shout out to my man Perry, LES. Shout out to homies, my man Elmo. You know what I mean? Because I got a bunch of little Spanish boys. Some out of LES, some live upstate, some live in Boston. I mean, they mess with me. I can call Elmo on them right now, and you're going to see. They speak Spanish, man. You know what I mean? So it ain't got nothing to do with none of that because some of my most closest friends are Latino, man. So that ain't what we do. We don't do that. You know what I mean? We don't do none of that, man. Period. You know what I mean? I see Mikey. Mikey said Boston in the building. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So it ain't what it is, man. I would never even play that game. I got the Ortiz family. Ernie Ortiz, Antonio Ortiz, Ronnie Ortiz, white boy Chonto, they call them. They look white, whatever, but they Spanish. You know what I mean? Like, we don't do that, man. It'll never be that type of vibe. I don't do that. I don't do biases and all that. If you real, you get real out of me. You know what I'm saying? That's how that goes. So we ain't gonna play that game and try to mislead the people. Oh yeah, it was a race. It was never a race thing. Never. All right. Let's get that situated, man. You know, I done met dudes all online and stuff like that, and we linked up. And I'm the only dark skinned dude in the clique, running around or whatever, and we having fun. You know what I mean? So we ain't gonna do that. Yeah. The homie might have been at work, but see my man Perry. I don't know if you can see that. Let me bring it back over there. I keep forgetting. But see that? See it say Perry. That's my man LES. He's CO now. I had to go to Woodbury, support him in the store. He worked for Gucci and Bottega. I had to go over there, you know what I mean? Buy farmers, all that for him or whatever. We was vibing. I'm like, yo, man, you take the test, be a CO. He did it. He's a CO now. He live upstate right now. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? He in that like the Newburgh, Watertown area or whatever. And he's a CO now. So he probably at work because he answered the phone. But he would answer you this thing. I mean, real light skinned Puerto Rican, man. It's one of my sons. Like I raised him off of Xbox. I met him on Xbox under the name Elias. Now you go on Xbox under Elias Monster. You know what I mean? Or whatever. That's my boy, man. You know what I mean? I started hanging out with him. I met and raised Elmo all of them. You know what I mean? You got another guy from out of North Dakota, a white boy. Man, we came together, man. We hooked up, man. We was all in Jersey. They was laughing because I got a psychological thing with suds. Cause y'all been in jail, so you see suds, you think it's spit, something crazy. So the dude brought me a drink and I seen suds. And they joke is I had a female with me. I'm like, yo, what's up? She like, oh, she cleaned the suds off real clean and snap. And they was laughing, yo, CK, you think you a pimp? That's not what it is. It's that, from prison life, you have certain hangups. I got certain hangups. You can't bring me a drink. It can be soda. If I see too many suds, I'm not drinking it. And just what it is. Cause dudes, them suds can be soap balls. They have little green soap balls. People will put it in there, but it'll shut up. And they're trying to clean it best possible. But you know what's my trying to poison you. And so psychologically, I don't do that. If it's red sauce and food, I don't eat it. Why? One day we had spaghetti up north, and somebody tried to crush some grass up and put it in my plate. But I'm seeing little shiny particles. So I grabbed it. I said, oh, this is glass. Word. So I jumped behind the mess hall counter and start hitting everybody up. You know what I mean? I feel like you're trying to kill me. So certain things, they young, they still in their 20s. They'll tell you, nah, yo, they call me Wax from Xbox, but they know my real name. I bet if they hung around me, my birthday party, they came out to my birthday party, popped bottles with me. You know what I mean? Boom. My man Elmo came with half of Boston, all Puerto Rican. They blew my party up at the bar. Buying mad bottles, all these little dudes. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. So, yeah, we don't do the race thing, man. You know what I mean? I wish I can get him online and you will see. Elmo name is Mel. He's from Boston. Melvin. You know what I mean? Or whatever. I know he probably said Melvin, he Puerto Rican Melvin. And I might have a number on him. You know what I mean? FaceTime or right quick to see. And I met these dudes online, man. You know what I mean? I met him online, man. See, look. I can't pronounce and spell his name. Let me see if I can put it. Y'all can see it though. But the nigga name, see Elmo. If you look under there, he got his name, Melvin Oyada, whatever his Spanish name is. On the bottom, you see, boom, right there. See the last name in Spanish? Good dudes though. I met these little dudes, and these dudes in my heart. I love these dudes, man. You know what I mean? I love these little dudes, man. Good little dudes. They loyal. You know what I mean? I earned Elmo loyalty because he was buying a car one day, and he answered without thinking, he just hopped out his car with me. It was actually my car, but he hopped out the car with me and hopped in the car he was trying to buy and pulled off and left $6,000 in the seat next to me. I called his phone and yo, I said, yo, you know you left the money over here with me or whatever. And, oh yeah, I big bro. Never even crossed his mind that yo, I met this man online on Xbox. He just took off. And I'm sitting there guarding the money for him. He came out, you like the car? Yeah, all right, boom. I talked the dude down. The dude was $6,000 for the car. Talked the dude down a little bit. He ended up getting it for $5,500. So he went home with $500 in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? So at the end, whatever, you know, dudes know real. Dudes know real, man. You know what I mean? Spanish dudes are some of the realest, most trusting people in the world. So I would never, ever take that approach and feel like I'm going to have something against a Latino person, man. That ain't what I do, man. All right? We've been on this live for a minute, y'all. Let me see if anybody asks any more questions before I get off. Yeah, I know I've been drinking coffee, so I got to use the bathroom. And all the rest of that good stuff. About to make me some breakfast. You know? So let me get to what y'all talking about over here. You know? All right, what's up, Wildcat? You got a question? What's that question? Fast, quickly, Mo. Pyramid House, Barford. I'm familiar with all that. Shadow said YouTube is tripping. Wildcat said, with my roller. You gotta come get it, cat. I keep telling you, man. You up top, man, singing jingle bells, riding down with rubber inner tubes down the hill and all that, man. You know what I mean? Bring your butt down here, come get it, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, yo, anyway, we've been doing this for a minute. I know there's 87 people in here. Smash that like button for me, whatever the case may be. And I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it quit for a little while, but I come back on. You know what I mean? We can get it in, man. And it's shelters, man. If you go on Tilden Avenue between Veronica Place and Lot, it's a shelter there. And then around the corner on Albemarle, it's another shelter back there. So we're gonna be giving the turkeys away to the shelters and stuff. It'll be posted. I'm about to do something where it'll be posted, and y'all can see it. It'll be online on my Instagram, on my YouTube. You know what I mean? Everything. You know. But anyway, salute to everyone in the chat. I just see CK got to use the bathroom. You know what I mean? And I want to keep running back and forth. As you already know, man, salute. Have a safe, productive day, man. Wherever you moving to and from, I mean, get there safely, man. All right? Salute. You know my slogan. Grocery sell more than dope, man.